Going live, going live, going live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You see that title? ADHD Confession number 1. I don't talk about this enough, but I think I do need to start the conversation. Because a lot of us are kind of sensitive and we don't want to talk about ADHD. We want to kind of sweep it under the rug. Let me put a little Vaseline on my lips here. So I'm not like Casper the Ghost over here, or like the crackish guy. Let me tell you something, man. ADHD can kick your ass. And I hate to say this, but a lot of us entrepreneurs, let me take that back. I don't like to hate to say this. The reason why I think I don't like to say this is because, let's be honest, ADHD is considered in the normal world a bad thing. But most of the most successful entrepreneurs that we know today, your Einstein, Steve Jobs, and all these other people, have it. Comedians. It's a great thing, but it can kick your ass. There's a lot of stuff to go with. I mean, let's be honest. And a lot of you that are watching this thing here have it. Because you're bored as hell at your jobs, in the lives that you have. You want to do something one day, on Monday, Tuesday, you want to do something else. And we all know that you have to put the time in that one thing in order for you to make it to the promised land. But we get bored. I get bored. Trust me. A lot of people would tell me like, dude, I could never go to China. I could never go to Thailand. I could never go to those places. Aren't you afraid? I'm like, you don't understand. It's like I'm an adrenaline junkie. And some of you know what I'm talking about. ADHD, we have to be stimulated in our mind in order for us to keep our attention. Because if something gets boring, it can be bad for us. But I want to challenge that theory. You have to have a routine if you have that mindset where you're kind of looking around the ceiling. You know, you watch television, maybe you watch Netflix and you're watching it for hours, and then you look up and, oh, I should have read this book, or, oh, I should have done this task. And if you're an entrepreneur and you're doing these things over and over and over, you can't do that. You got to be strict with your time. So let me give you an example. This morning, I overslept for the book club. My book club is at 5 a.m. in the morning. That alarm was going off, but I had just came from working on the rental properties last week. I was tired, and then and was doing events and just dead. And when you hear that alarm clock go off and you want to take it and you just want to throw it against the wall, but I missed it. And here's what my mind is telling me. You think that, just because you received about 5 or 10 minutes extra sleep, that somehow you're going to feel much better. No. You have to put tasks in your life that are going to push you to be greater. Because if I missed the book club, which I did, I could fall into like, missed the book club. I'm tired. And to sit down, and next start checking Facebook, and it's 2-3 hours have passed, and like, where did that time go? And the next as you're getting ready to go upstairs and start your work, you hear something on the television, and you're like, you're watching that, and then you could be sitting there for about another hour, 2 hours. It just can be a spiral of just nothingness, not being productive. So now I have learned, dang it, I missed the book club. So I need to do something very fast. Like right now, I'm in the vehicle and I'm going to the gym. I got to get on that productivity train right away. So I'm going to the gym and I'm going to work out And I'm going to start it off. Like I can't sweat that. Like I missed the book club, whatever. Now I need to get back on the train. I'm going to work out. I'm going to finish that and then jump into tasks. That's what you have to do in your life. Just because you have a setback, you can't sit there and dwell on it. You got to move on. And with ADHD, you know, we spend a lot of time in la la land in our head. We want to do this. We want to do this. We want to do this. But what we have to do is to find that main thing that can keep our attention. And I'm finding out for me that I'm really loving the field of marketing, business, because it's different every day. It's not the same thing every day. I'm not putting a widget in a little hole every day for 20 years. I wake up, I problem solve. I'm following trends. I'm following, why is this not working? I'm problem solving. It keeps my attention. And I love it. So what I'm trying to do is let's open up the conversation about this. For those of you who may have ADHD, and for those, and there's some of you who say who doesn't exist, that's fine, that's whatever. But how many of you go through this problem of staying focused, of doing something, following the schedule, using a timer, you know, working? Because, you know, I'm going to be honest, I was a workaholic, and I'll do a video about that. I was a workaholic, and I thought it was all about just, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, getting no sleep and pushing ahead. But I found out that when I pushed back and I focused and I said I wanted to focus more on sleep and I'm going to work during these time blocks, I was more productive in that setting than I was the other, right? So let's start the conversation. Are you one of the ones that lack focus, easily distracted? You know, is it affecting your daily lives as far as your money, your paper? Because I'm telling you, even the greats that you see, they struggle with this. But it has to be a balance. So I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's important to people that maybe you may look up to and you're thinking like, oh, why can't I be that or whatever? And we think they're all perfect. Nah, everybody has their struggles. So just something I want to share with you guys. I'm getting ready to head to the gym. Take care. Be awesome. Get the download that free book, How to Find Your Passion Now. And let's keep it moving, people. Take care.